Hey y'all, Sam the Midwest Handyman. Let's get dirty. Okay. I have my tray filled with Burpee eco-friendly natural organic seed starting mix. You can just use potting soil. I just grabbed it. Sometimes I use both. Sometimes I mix them. Anywho, pretty even kill on my dirt dump. It's not perfect. I went through with this guy and kind of made a little divot. A lot of times I just poke my finger in them. I have this little guy. I'm not really a chef. Is this for flour? For like flouring your tabletop? Anyways, I picked this up at a thrift store for a couple bucks, and I actually use it to top my seeds. That way I'm not packing it down and I'm able to get it pretty even. I sprayed my tray. I guess you don't need to see the water bottle. It just looks like water, but with a water alcohol mix to kind of sanitize it a bit. And I will also spray the top of my dirt with it one more time when I'm done before I water. That's just me. And you can use the alcohol spray if you're starting to get bugs, but you definitely want to make sure that you dilute it a lot. And again, I buy 90% isopropyl because I spin fire. So I burned some plants last year, not with the fire, because I should have watered it down more. So I have made that mistake before. I'm pretty sure I killed one of my succulents. So I'm going to start off today with my Fairy Morse strawberry seeds. They are the coated seeds. I have never successfully sprouted strawberry seeds. Probably for two reasons. One being not on a heat mat. For me, a lot of people put them on top of the fridge, anywhere that's a little bit warmer. I never did that before. It's been a long time since I even tried, to be honest. So these are the coated seeds. Probably another reason I haven't had a lot of luck with them. I'm not blaming the seeds. I'm blaming myself for not soaking them. So these have been soaking for about 6 hours. So, you know, not too exciting probably to watch me start my seeds. Interesting. So it's putting like a coating on my hand. But that's probably a good thing because that means they're breaking down. Oh, Lord. Okay. I just had way too many in there. So they are kind of sticking together on me. Maybe I should get out some of my beading tweezers, I'm wondering. Might have been more optimal. I wonder if I have any right out here. I have some wooden ones in here, but I'm guessing probably not. I'm just going to make this work. I guess here I have like a little stick, maybe. I have a bunch of, you know, beading supplies, so I have different scoops and tweezers, but I'm trying to put 2 in each one. Maybe I should just be doing 1, but I, again, haven't had super luck with the strawberry seeds, so I'll go 2. Some of my bigger potting, I just took them outside. So this is just a normal seed tray. The normal size, probably what is it, 72 that you can buy at the store. I have one of these bad boys. I did do a video on my setup, and I'll just do kind of a shorty version on here. So this one, I don't remember. It's around 200 cells. whatever 12 times 24 is. I believe that's how many it was. I don't do math in my head. I'm a pen and paper gal. But anyways, I mark mine with a paint marker because there's so many. And then I just obviously do a certain amount of each. And then this one I didn't finish marking, but I mark A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. And I write them all out. That's just me. I'm a nerd, a numbers nerd, even though I can't do math in my head. And I like to write down the day I planted them, the day the first one sprouts, and then when about 50% of them sprout, I put it in a book. I just like to keep track. I just find it interesting. Again, we all live at different altitudes with different soils, different water levels, different humidity. So what works for some is not going to work for all, right? I'm in the Midwest, so what up, Midwest? Where I'm at, I'm right on the cusp of the zone split off. So sometimes it's 60 degrees on Christmas. Sometimes it snows in May. So welcome to the Midwest. Tomorrow we're supposed to get 6 to 9 inches of snow. Could be 4. I'll leave the Tinder joke up to you. I'm just being honest, I'm definitely putting too many in each one of these. I'm trying to break them down, but I'll just be really happy when I have a bunch of little bushels of strawberries sprouting, and I can split them off, or I'll pluck out the weak ones. Nature will take its course. I won't make you guys do this whole thing with me. I'll do one more row here. My bigger seeds, I definitely wouldn't be popping a whole bunch of them in here. Again, I'm just doing it because I haven't had personal luck with the coated ones, and I haven't had personal luck with the strawberries. Like I said, every master gardener has a secret graveyard of dead plants, and every year, you know, I don't use a bunch of chemicals on my plants, so, and on my trays. So I get, is it drop or droop? You know, it seems like every year I'll lose a tray or a half a tray. I don't let it deter me. I just keep rolling. So I will pop over. We will pop over. Excuse me. I have my LED grow light. In the first video I made, it was about half hour long. I might even be wearing the same outfit. I had another one down here, and then I realized what I thought I was going to put here, I wasn't going to have the right height. Once I put this tray in, you know, something else to take account for is a couple more inches. So a couple inches for the tray, but then when my plant gets so many inches, that wasn't going to be 12 inches from my grow light. So I've separated off. That's, you guys don't really need to know all that, but I separated off. So this will be for stage 1. Can you see? Okay. So down here I have one of my seed heat mats. I have rigged up a three plug outlet cord, extension cord, 3 plug extension cord, industrial, onto my shelf, not super tight, you know, because I think you don't want, is it really going to catch on fire? No, but I'm paranoid of fires. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Anywho, so I have my seed heat mat, and it will go down here. Also, my Chihuahua has been helping me eat plants, apparently, so also why I deterred from the bottom shelf. If you don't know how to read a tape measure, don't be shy. I did a video on that. So your starter for the seeds, the seedlings, is 24 to 36 inches. This is sitting right about 35. Once they sprout, it'll be closer. I can move it up a little bit until obviously my plant gets too tall. It says seedlings 24 to 36 inches. You want your light on or them in light 12 to 14 hours. Vegetative state, I would probably kick that on when it gets its first real leaf. Because you'll have your two beginner leaves and then your first real leaf. To me, that's the vegetative, but you can Google it, or I will later. Vegetative state is 18 to 24 inches, 14 to 16 hours. So I could really go on either shelf, this one or this one. And then my seed, or the flower fruiting stage, you want it 8 to 12 inches from the light, 14 to 18 hours. So that's when I'll kick them out into the other room, where I'll hang the light from the ceiling and put them on the top shelf. By then, it will be warm enough for them to go out on my back deck. It's really big and it's covered. So that's when I'll begin to harden them off. So it only gets direct sunlight in the morning for just maybe 2 hours in the early spring. So that'll be a great start. And then I have another shelf set up where I can push them closer to the railing, and then they'll be able to get a lot more sun until they get sold or planted in the ground. So I have a 3-step process this year for everything, fingers crossed, because I'm trying to mass produce. Now I will probably place this directly on my seed heat mat. If anyone has an opinion on that, I would actually love to hear it. But I know there's a gap in between this, the bottom of this and this tray. So I don't know that it would be warm enough to get me the temperature. So I'm not sure. But obviously I won't be watering it directly on that mat. I will pull it off. So I will put a lid on it. You'll want to pull the lid off. I try to do things that have about a similar germination sprouting rate. So that way I'm not doing something in one half of the tray that might take 20 days to break ground and the other one breaks ground in 5. That's going to work against me. I try to keep things as even as I can within a few days. And then when I get about 50%, 75% popped up, then I'll go ahead and pull my tray off. You want to get you want to get the lid off. And also as soon as they start sprouting, again, when so many percent of them, or the majority, is sprouted, then you'll also take it off of the heat mat. So just a couple things if you're a newbie. You don't have to have grow lights. You don't have to have seed heat mats. These are just things I've gotten over the last few years, as I'm trying to get more stuff produced and a little bit more mass planting. And then again, I will sell plants at the farmer's market this year. So it's just kind of my mission to encourage other people to garden and affordable food. So, am I going to make $50,000 off selling live vegetables or vegetables this year? No, I'm not, but I'm just trying to encourage other people to grow. And if the seed starting thing is too much for you in the beginning, then I would like to help people still, grow their own food and kind of work your way into it. So, if it's your first time growing, don't be intimidated. There's a lot of websites out there. Again, I'm probably redundant in the planting world. I just try to, honestly, hopefully, like me being rough around the edges will, you know, inspire some more youthful people. I think when we have some not typical farmers, I think the idea of growing a garden, um, to some of the younger generation is lame. Not all of them. I'm not a millennial basher. I think I'm on the cusp. It depends on who you ask. But anywho, blame the baby boomers anyways, because they're the ones that stopped gardening. I said what I said. Okay, I'm gonna get back at it. I will pop back in maybe at the end or in another video. I'll let you guys know when these sprout. I'll do another video for that, just to see how we come along with these coated seeds. And then also the other ones I'm gonna do are the Brussels sprouts. So let me look while we're here together. So days to germination on the strawberries are 12 to 15. Days to germination on the Brussels sprouts are 7 to 14. So I probably would have liked them a little closer. I know there's overlap in there, but if these bad boys pop out at 7, you know, I've got a week of either these are going to be over moistured or under for these, but I love a challenge. Both of these days to harvest are 90 to 100. So also, I'll take an expert in the comments. I was under the impression that some strawberry plants you didn't get fruit off of the first year. Has anyone else heard that? Am I wrong? I could be wrong. It could be one of those. It could be the Mandela effect. But I thought it was like strawberries, and then also asparagus. Don't you not really eat your asparagus the first year you plant it from seed? Or I thought you were supposed to let it go and mow it down. I thought it was something about it wasn't really flavorful the first year, or it wasn't fully mature. Let me know. I don't know. I don't know everything. So I've done a lot of research, a lot of home research on the internet for years. And I had actually, like, I know there's tons of stuff on co-planting, obviously, or I wouldn't have learned it. But I had specifically written out this book, One Winter Layoff, when I was a landscaper. And I mean, I spent my whole winter just practicing without heat mats, without grow lights. Our heater was out. We had fire, you know, old school stove heat in the living room was our only heat source. And my only control was unlimited clean water. But I wanted to see what I could grow indoors. Look, stuff gets weird on winter layoff, okay? Most guys I know are drunk by noon. Not me. I was playing with plants. But also I played a little bit with like the food that you can regrow. And stuff like that. So it was pretty hit or miss for me. But a lot of stuff I was able to get sprouted. It was 30 below wind chill out, you know, feet of snow on the ground. And I had 2 windows. And I don't even know that I had a bunch of seed trays. I was just using whatever I could. So you don't have to have the professional, you know, greenhouse grade trays. You can use a lot of times here. Actually, I forgot I have this down here. You can pick these up at a thrift store for a couple bucks. You might have some. Now, again, it might be about the price of the seed tray, but you'll be able to reuse it 1,000 times, right? I use these a lot. So, especially for like cactuses and succulents. I had my lithops took off once. And I didn't realize what they were, and I thought they were like a crazy mold. It was my first time. Don't judge me. I don't know everything. I'm still pretty proud I got them to sprout. So we'll get into the cactuses and succulents later. I have like thousands of seeds. I'm I'm a little worried because one batch I know I'm pretty sure is one of my arch nemesises of the succulent world. So um, neglect is key. Neglect is key on succulents. Like neglect them. But you know, bored winter layoff. It was like I had nothing to do but water my plants, so I killed the crap out of them. Okay, that's it. I will see you in the next one. And if you have any info or want to correct me kindly on anything, don't come at me rude in the comments because I am a savage when cornered. But this is for everyone to learn. I don't know everything. I am open to tips, suggestions. Let me know what works for you. Don't judge me too hard for dropping 3 or 4 seeds in each one of those. I wasn't expecting them to be so sticky. So that was imperfect, but I remember am full disclosure on this channel when I know I'm do as I say, not as I do. So thanks, guys.